In a world that constantly pulls us in every direction, peace isn't found, it's created. We search for peace as if it were a destination, but what if it's more like a muscle we build, a skill we cultivate? And the secret to that creation? Emotional intelligence. It's about understanding the language of your heart, the whispers of your soul, and using that wisdom to navigate the complexities of life. In this video, we'll unlock the 5 core elements of emotional intelligence, and how they directly lead to inner peace, mental clarity, and spiritual power. Stay to the end for one ancient practice that instantly shifts your emotional state. Don't forget to subscribe to Mystic Messenger 369 for more truth, alignment, and awakening. So what exactly is emotional intelligence? You might have heard of IQ, but EQ, emotional quotient, is just as important, if not more so, for living a fulfilling and meaningful life. Emotional intelligence, or EQ, is your ability to recognize, understand, and manage your emotions. But it goes beyond that. It's also about recognizing, understanding, and influencing the emotions of others. Think of it like this. IQ is like having a powerful car, but EQ is knowing how to drive it. You can have all the knowledge in the world, but without emotional intelligence, you might find yourself driving in circles, hitting roadblocks, or worse, crashing. EQ determines how you respond in conflict. Ultimately, emotional intelligence is your compass in a chaotic world. The journey to emotional mastery begins within. The ancient Greek aphorism, "Know thyself," is the foundation of self-awareness, the first pillar of emotional intelligence. It's about turning your attention inwards, becoming an observer of your own thoughts, feelings, and sensations. Imagine for a moment a still pond. When we are self-aware, we are like the surface of that pond, reflecting the sky, the trees, everything around it with perfect clarity. But when a stone of anger, fear, or insecurity is thrown in, the water becomes murky, the reflection distorted. Self-awareness is the ability to witness those stones, those emotions, without letting them disrupt the stillness of our being. It's the power to pause before reacting, to reflect before speaking, and to choose our response instead of being ruled by our impulses. This could be through meditation, journaling, or simply spending time in nature, observing our thoughts and feelings without judgment. It's about recognizing our strengths and weaknesses, our triggers and our joys, so we can navigate the world with greater clarity, purpose, and peace. Emotional intelligence isn't about suppressing our feelings, it's about learning to transform them. It's about becoming alchemists of our own inner world. When difficult emotions arise, anger, sadness, fear, our instinct is often to push them down, to ignore them, or to distract ourselves. But just like suppressing a beach ball underwater, eventually, it will resurface, often with greater force. Emotional regulation, the second pillar of EQ, is not about control. It's about conscious transformation. It's about acknowledging our emotions, giving them space to breathe, and then choosing how we want to respond to them. Imagine you're holding a glass of muddy water. You wouldn't try to force the mud to the bottom. You'd let it settle naturally, allowing the water to become clear again. Emotional regulation is similar. We allow ourselves to feel the full spectrum of our emotions without judgment, and in doing so, we create space for clarity, wisdom, and peace to emerge. This process takes practice. Empathy. It's a word often associated with kindness and compassion, but in the realm of emotional intelligence, it's so much more than that. Empathy is an energetic intelligence. It's the ability to step outside the confines of our own experience and connect with the emotional world of another. Imagine for a moment looking through a window into someone's life. You see their pain, their joy, their struggles, not as separate from your own, but as reflections of the shared human experience. That's empathy. It's the ability to see the world through the eyes of another, to feel their emotions as if they were your own. True empathy is about understanding, not necessarily agreeing with or fixing. It's about holding space for another person's experience without judgment, offering support and compassion. Empathy is the bridge that connects hearts, that breaks down walls of separation, and allows us to build meaningful relationships. Words have power. They can build bridges of understanding or ignite fires of conflict. In the realm of emotional intelligence, communication is not just about exchanging information. It's about expressing ourselves authentically while honoring the emotions and perspectives of others. Think of your words as seeds. Planted with intention, nurtured with kindness, they can blossom into beautiful gardens of connection and understanding. But sown carelessly, spoken in haste or anger, they can create thorns of pain and division. Emotionally intelligent communication starts with awareness. Awareness of our own emotional state, the message we want to convey, and the impact our words might have on the other person. It involves active listening, truly hearing and seeking to understand the other person's perspective, even if we don't agree with it. It's about expressing ourselves assertively, not aggressively. When we master the art of emotionally intelligent communication, we transform our relationships. Boundaries, the peace shield. Imagine your energy as a precious resource, a wellspring of love, creativity, and vitality. Boundaries are the guardians of that wellspring, ensuring that it doesn't run dry. They are the invisible lines we draw to protect our emotional, mental, and spiritual well-being. In a world that constantly demands our time, energy, and attention, boundaries are not selfish, they are essential for self-preservation. They are a way of saying yes to ourselves, to our needs, and to our own peace of mind. Setting boundaries is about recognizing what we can and cannot control. We cannot control the actions or behaviors of others, but we can control how we respond to them. We can choose who we allow into our inner circle, what energies we allow to influence us, and how we choose to spend our precious time and energy. Boundaries are not walls built to shut people out. They are fences, lovingly erected to protect our own gardens while allowing space for healthy relationships to flourish. Energy and emotions. Have you ever noticed how being around certain people leaves you feeling drained, while others seem to energize you? This is because emotions are not just feelings we experience internally, they are energy in motion. They vibrate at different frequencies, influencing not only our own well-being but also the energy of those around us. Think of your body as a vessel, a sacred temple that houses your physical, emotional, and spiritual energy. When we suppress our emotions, when we hold on to anger, resentment, or grief, we create blockages in this energy flow. These blockages can manifest as anxiety, stress, and even physical ailments. Just as a river needs to flow freely to remain healthy, so too does our emotional energy. Emotional intelligence involves learning to recognize and release stagnant energy, allowing our emotions to flow through us without getting stuck. When we learn to manage our emotional energy, we raise our own vibration, attracting more positivity and abundance into our lives. Ancient tools for modern EQ. Long before therapy apps and self-help books, our ancestors understood the importance of emotional intelligence. They developed practices and rituals passed down through generations to cultivate inner peace, balance, and harmony. These ancient tools are just as relevant today as they were centuries ago, offering timeless wisdom for navigating the complexities of modern life. Meditation, for example, is not just about clearing your mind. It's about cultivating awareness of your thoughts, feelings, and sensations, learning to observe them without judgment, and training your mind to find stillness amidst the chaos. Yoga, with its focus on breathwork, movement, and mindfulness, is a powerful tool for releasing trapped emotions, calming the nervous system, and connecting with the wisdom of your body. Spending time in nature, grounding ourselves in the Earth's energy, is another ancient practice that has profound effects on our emotional well-being. These ancient practices are not just about relaxation, they are about transformation. Outrow your journey to freedom. Emotional intelligence isn't just a skill, it's your gateway to freedom. When your inner world is calm, the outer chaos loses its grip. You become the architect of your own experience, responding to life's challenges with grace, wisdom, and resilience. So ask yourself, am I reacting or responding, suppressing or transforming, escaping or evolving? The path to inner peace lies in choosing awareness over autopilot, compassion over judgment, and connection over isolation. Like, share, and subscribe to Mystic Messenger 369 for more spiritual truth, emotional mastery, and inner peace. Embrace the power of emotional intelligence and unlock the boundless potential that resides within you.